Hello students, welcome to RD Chemistry. In this video, I'll explain briefly the synopsis part of the classification of elements and periodicity in properties. If you're not subscribed RD Chemistry, please do subscribe. In the periodic table, we have altogether 7 periods and 18 groups, correct? Then we have got altogether 4 blocks. We have got a S block, we have got a P block, we have got D block, and at the bottom we have got F block elements. How to remember all these elements? I have made tricks to remember the elements in S, P, D, F blocks. The link is given in the description. First you go through all those elements, try to memorize, then we'll go and solve the problems. Okay. Now how will you remember the atomic numbers? So you have to remember 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86 and 118 of the noble gases. Remember 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86 and 118 and come back, okay, in the reverse order. There should be 6 elements, right? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Remember then 18, 17, okay? So you can remember the atomic numbers of the P block. Similarly, if you add plus 1, 2 plus 1, it gives 3, lithium, 3 and 4 together. Add plus 1, 11 and 12, okay? S block element. Plus 1, 19 and 20, okay? Then 36 plus 1, 37, 38. Then we have got 54 plus 1, so 55, 56. Then 86 plus 1, 87, 88. So if you add plus 1 and one more plus 1, you'll get a S block element. Then after calcium and strontium, continue the number 21 to 30 plus 10. 38 plus 10, 48 will get. Then we have got, here we have got lanthanides and we have got actinoids. Okay. So 14 elements are missing here. Remaining 72 to 80 we have got. Then 104 to 112 we have got. Okay. So in this way you can remember the atomic numbers. So you have to go through 2 to 3 times the tricks to remember and the atomic numbers. So be thorough with the elements in the periodic table. Let us go for the synopsis part now. You know that there are altogether 4 blocks in the periodic table: S block, P block, D block and the F block. Okay. About the S block elements, the last electron enters into the S subshell or S orbital. Correct. The general electronic configuration is NS122. N stand for the outermost shell. N stand for the outermost shell. Outermost shell it is. Okay, clear? Outermost shell. How many groups are there in the S block? We have got group number 1, and group number 2. There are 2 groups in the S block. Okay. In case of P block elements, the last electron enters into the P subshell or P orbital. The general electronic configuration is NS2 NP126. Okay. In P block, there are 6 groups starting from group number 13 to group number 18 constitutes the P block elements, right? The D block elements, here the last electron enters into the D subshell or D orbital of the penultimate shell. Penultimate means the previous shell, okay? Inner shell it is. That's why it is written as the n minus 1. N is the outermost shell, n minus 1 the inner shell. Okay, inner shell is called the penultimate shell. So general electronic configuration n minus 1 d 1 to 10 and ns 0 to 2. Exception is the palladium where there are no d n there are no s electrons in the s orbital. Okay, palladium is the exception. Now these D block elements are also called as the transition element because the D block is in between S block and the P block. Okay. S block elements are more electropositive and P block elements are electronegative. Therefore, in between the property is gradually decreasing from positive character to the electronegative character. Clear? Right? Above the F block elements. Here, the last electron enters into the F subshell, that is the anti-penultimate shell. Suppose any is the outermost shell. Next inner shell is the N minus 1, and next innermost is the N minus 2. Valence shell, N minus the penultimate shell, N minus is the anti-penultimate shell. Okay. So general electronic configuration NS F N minus 2 F 1 to 14. D 0 to 1 and NS2. Remember, there are 14 elements in each row. There are 14 elements in each period. There are 14 elements. Okay, clear? So 14 plus 14, altogether 28 elements in the F block element. Okay. About the atomic size and the ionic size. Yeah, in a group, down the group, the size increases from top to bottom because electrons are added to the new shell. Down the group, shell number increases, period number increases, and attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron will decrease. Therefore, size increases. Okay. In the period, atomic size decreases along the period left to right because electrons will be added to the same shell. Only single shelling exists along the period, and the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases. Therefore, size decreases. Now, we'll see about the positive ion, that is the cation. Okay, the cation size is smaller. Okay, compared to the neutral atom. For example, I have got a sodium metal as a neutral atom, and sodium ion is a cation. Size is smaller here. Size of the sodium ion is smaller compared to the neutral atom. This is because in case of sodium, there are 11 electrons. I am speaking about the electron. And in case of sodium ion, only 10 electrons are there. 1 electron is removed. But in the case of nucleus, from the nucleus we cannot remove the protons and neutrons. So the nucleons number remain the same. But as the size of the electron goes on decreases, attraction increases, therefore size decreases. Okay. Reason is the number of electron decreases and nuclear charge or the attraction increases on the outermost electron in the positive ion. Okay. So I can also write ionic size decreases as the magnitude of positive charge increases. For example, let me take aluminium, neutral atom. Aluminium plus 1, remove 1 electron. Aluminium plus 2, remove 2 electron. Aluminium plus 3, remove 3 electron. When you go on removing the electron, what will happen? Size goes on decrease for the cations only. In case of aluminium, there are 13 electrons. Okay. Here there are 12 electrons. Here there are 11 electrons. Here there are 10 electrons are there. As the number of electron goes on decreases for the same aluminium, what will happen? Attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases. Therefore, size goes on decreases. Okay. Therefore, aluminum is the largest in size and aluminum plus 3 cation is the smallest in size. Okay. Now, in case of the negative ion is nothing but anion. How anions are formed? By gaining 1 electron or more electron than the neutral atom. Size is larger compared to neutral atom because number electron increases, nuclear charge or attraction decreases on the negative ion. For example, let me take fluorine atom and the fluoride ion. Okay, fluorine atom atomic number is 9. There are 9 electrons. In case of fluoride, minus 1 gains 1 electron, 10 electrons are there. Now, number of protons in the nucleus same in both the cases. We cannot alter the number of nucleons in the nucleus, but electrons can be altered. See here. Okay. So 9 electrons and 10 electrons. As the number of electrons goes on increases, nucleus will not have the control over the extra electrons. Therefore, what will happen? Attraction decreases, size increases. That means neutral atom is smaller in size compared to the anion. This is only the case of anions. Okay, or ionic size increases as the magnitude of negative charge increases. Okay. For example, let me take oxygen, oxide, O2 minus. Okay, I can have first one electron is added, then we can add one more electron, 2 minus, correct? So neutral atom is oxygen, size is smaller. As the number electron goes on increases, what will happen? Size also increases. Clear? The ions having same number of electrons are called the isoelectronic ions or species. Iso means same number of electrons here. Let me take carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium, magnesium, aluminium. The number of protons in the nucleus is equal to the atomic number Z. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Number electrons are, so when I say 4 minus, carbon 4 minus means 6 plus 4, 10 electrons. Okay, minus means added, plus means removed. So 7 plus 3, 10. 8 plus 2, 10. 9 plus 1, 10. Neon is a neutral. Sodium plus 1, remove 1 electron. 11 minus 1, 10. 12 minus 2, 10. 13 minus 3, 10. Number of electrons are same here. But along this period, see here, along this period, okay, in this series, proton number goes on increases, number electrons same. When number electrons same, number of proton goes on increases, what will happen? Attraction increases between the nucleus and the electron. As a result, size decreases. Remember student, when the number of electrons are same, but number of proton goes on increasing, attraction increases between the nucleus and the electron, therefore size goes on decreases. Or I can also write in terms of Z divided by E. Okay, 10 divided by 6, 10 divided by 7. See the values here. Okay, value will increases from carbon to the aluminium plus 3. Higher the value of Z by E, smaller is the size of the isoelectronic species. Okay, size depends on, or size is directly proportional to Z. Number of electrons are same. Okay, as the atomic number increases, size goes on decreases. Okay, clear? As the atomic number Z goes on increases, attraction goes on increases. When the attraction goes on increases, size goes on decreases. Remember this one. Okay, see here. Next point. Size of the isoelectronic species decreases with the increase in the nuclear charge, that is the number of protons that is equal to. Okay, right? Among the isoelectronic ions, more the negative charge, more is the size. Or more the positive charges on the ion, that is the cation, lesser is the size. Okay. Sodium atomic number is 11. 12 for magnesium, 13 for aluminium and 14 for silicon. This is equal to atomic number Z. How many electrons are there? So sodium plus 1 is given 10 electron, magnesium plus 2 is a 10 electron, deduct it 10 and 10. Okay. Number electrons same. As the number of proton in the nucleus increases, size goes on decreases. Clear? So sodium is having the largest size, then the magnesium, and then the aluminum, then the silicon. In case of the anions, okay, atomic number of fluorine is 9, that of the oxygen is 8, nitrogen is 7, and carbon is 6. This is the atomic number Z. How many electrons are there? 10 electrons here. Add 2, 10 electron, add 3, 10, and 10 electron. Okay. Number of electrons are same. As the number of protons in the nucleus increases, attraction increases, therefore size decreases. Okay, clear? Therefore, more the number of protons, fluorine, smaller is the size. Now here see one more example, isoelectronic species, sulfide, chloride, argon, potassium and calcium. Okay. Atomic number of sulfur is 16. Number electrons are equal to, now add 2, 18. Chlorine 17 plus 1, 18. Argon neutral, 18. Potassium plus 1, remove 1 electron, 18. and calcium is 20, remove 2 electron, 18. Number of electrons are same, isoelectronic species, okay, but the number of protons decreases. Now, calcium has got the maximum number of protons. When there are maximum number of protons, attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases, size goes on, decreases. Therefore, calcium 2 plus having the smallest size, okay, in this series. Lesser number of electrons are there in the sulfide. Lesser number of electrons for isoelectronic species, okay, attractions are less. Therefore, sulfide has got the largest size in the given series here. Clear? Right? We'll move on to the ionization enthalpy. What is ionization enthalpy? Amount of energy required to remove the electron from the neutral gaseous atom is called the ionization energy. Okay, generally we remove electrons from the outermost shell, outer valence shell. So energy required to remove the first electron, outermost electron, called the first ionization enthalpy. After forming the cation, after removal of the electron, if I want to remove second electron, then its energy is called as the second ionization enthalpy. For example, we have got for calcium. Calcium can lose one electron in the beginning, then can form calcium plus 2. Calcium plus 2 is more stable, so generally we write plus 2 state. It can first lose first electron. So ionization enthalpy first, ionization enthalpy second one. Okay, clear? Now, in a group, ionization energy decreases from top to bottom. This is because atomic size increases, correct? When the atomic size increases, the distance between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases. So it is easy to remove the electron because there is a decrease in the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron, right? In a period, along the period, ionization energy increases from left to right. This is because size decreases. First of all, size decreases. Then what will happen? Attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases. When the attraction increases, it is not easy to remove the electron from the outermost shell. Clear? There are some exceptions here. Okay. Ionization energy of the beryllium is greater compared to boron due to the stable electronic configuration. Let me take, we have got, say, we have got lithium, beryllium, boron, and carbon goes on like this. Okay, this is the second period. What do you expect ionization enthalpy? Ionization enthalpy should increase along the period. That means carbon should have larger compared to boron, compared to beryllium, compared to lithium. But this is not the correct order. Why it is not correct order? That depends on the electronic configuration. So ionization enthalpy also depends on the electronic configuration, whether they are stable or not stable. Okay. Now we'll compare beryllium and boron. So actually, beryllium has got larger ionization enthalpy compared to that of boron. Beryllium atomic number is 4. That of the boron is 5. So beryllium 1s2 and 2s2. Boron 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. Electron should be removed from the 2s. In the 2s there are 2 electrons. From the boron you have to remove only one electron, correct? We have to remove electron from the 2p orbital, but only one electron. It is easy to remove single electron when compared to the paired electron. Paired electrons have got stable configuration. Okay, maximum electron s orbital is 2. They have got stable electronic configuration compared to one electron the p orbital. Therefore, it is not easy to remove electron the beryllium. Therefore, beryllium has got higher ionization enthalpy compared to boron. This is one of the exception. Okay. Similarly, we have got ionization enthalpy. Nitrogen is greater compared to the oxygen. Okay. See here, we have got carbon, nitrogen, oxygen along the period. Ionization enthalpy of actually oxygen should be greater compared to nitrogen compared to carbon along the period, right? But there are the exception here. What is the exception? Nitrogen actually greater compared to oxygen compared to the carbon. Okay. Now we'll see why it is so. Nitrogen atomic number is 7. So it is a 1s2, 2s2 and 2p3, correct? And oxygen atomic number is 8. It is a 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4, correct? There are 3 orbitals in the p, correct, altogether. So according to Nernst rule 1, 2 and 3. So this is the 2p3. In case of oxygen, there are 4 electrons are there. 1, 2, 3. First they occupy singly and the next one, fourth one will pair up. Now here, see here, completely filled orbitals or exactly filled orbitals are highly stable compared to partially filled. Here, nitrogen has got a exactly filled configuration, exchange energy is more, therefore more stable electronic configuration compared to partially filled in the case of oxygen. Therefore, not easy to remove electron from the nitrogen, but you can remove electron from the oxygen when compared to nitrogen. Therefore, nitrogen has got more ionization enthalpy compared to the oxygen. Okay. Point number 7. The lowest ionization energy element is the cesium, because cesium is the largest size alkali metal, and the highest ionization element is helium. Okay, this you have to remember. Next one is the electron affinity. What is electron affinity? Amount of energy released when an electron is added to the neutral gaseous atom is known as the electron affinity. Add electron to the outermost orbit to form stable configuration, and energy released is called as the electron affinity. Affinity means attraction. Okay, or it is also called as the electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy. Gain enthalpy. Fine. Electron gain enthalpy. The second electron affinity is the energy absorbed due to the repulsive forces between the uninegative ions and the electron, right? Stable electronic configuration atoms have zero or almost zero electron affinity. For example, helium, neon, argon, these are the stable electronic configurations. They have got octet in them completed except for helium. Therefore, they have no tendency to gain electron. Therefore, no energy is being released. They will not receive electrons also. Point number 4. In a group, electron affinity decreases from top to bottom due to increase in atomic size and the attraction decreases. In a period, electron affinity increases from left to right because the size decreases, therefore attraction goes on increases. Okay. Last one is about the electronegativity. What is electronegativity? Tendency of the atom to attract shared pair electron toward itself in a molecule is called as the electronegativity. According to Mulliken scale, average of ionized potential and electron affinity, okay, gives the electronegativity value. This is one of the scales. There are different scales are there, okay, to get the values. So electronegativity is equal to ionization enthalpy and the electron affinity divided by 2n. Okay, right? In a group, electronegativity decreases from top to bottom because size increases and the attraction toward the electron decreases. In a period, electronegativity increases because the size of the element decreases, attraction increases, therefore, okay, highest electronegativity for non-metal. Non-metals are the p block element. From s block to the p block, electronegativity goes on increases. So therefore, highest electronegativity is for fluorine. Okay. Electronegativity decreases with the increase in the atomic size and increases with the nuclear charge. I have briefly explained the entire synopsis part of the periodic table. In the next video, we will solve some problems on the periodic table which are asked in the KCET exam. Please do like, share and subscribe RD Chemistry, and thank you for watching.